Does anybody see anything?
Nothing over here.
Yet I don't see it anywhere.
What about over there? Has anybody looked over there?
Yes, nothing.
Wait, I think I see.
What?
Did you find it?
No, never mind. I'm sorry, Albert.
Thanks. I just can't believe it's gone. I'm so sorry, Eldrick. I know it was so special.
Don't worry, my boy. Let's not give up yet. It still could turn up.
What's wrong, boy? I think George saw something. Did you see what happened to Albert's Book of Truth, George? Do either of you speak dragon?
No.
Oh, I'm afraid not.
I thought I did, but I guess it was just my imagination. Again.
Hello there! Why is everybody looking so down in the dumps?
Albert has lost a special copy of the Book of Truth I gave him. My old one with all my notes in it.
It was there, but now it's gone.
That is a pity. Can I help you look for it?
Thanks, but we've already looked pretty much everywhere.
Maybe all you need is a break. Sometimes it helps to take your mind off things for a bit. I know. How about one of my new jokes? Sir Percival and I just came up with a good one. Knock, knock.
I'm not really in the mood for a joke.
Okay. Well, what about another sword fighting lesson? Would that help?
Maybe later.
Albert, well, I have an idea. Why don't I go to the servants and see if they've seen it?
Oh, I could ask Cook. And I'll ask Sir Percival and the other knights.
Oh, thank you, everyone. I'll look around here some more.
I'm sure we'll track it down in no time, little buddy. Just call me Sir Luxalot.
Ouch! Ugh. I lost the Book of Truth and found a headache.
Albert.
Your Grace?
Is something the matter?
I lost something. The Book of Truth that Eldrick gave me. The copy he's had for a long time and made all his notes in. It was here not long ago, but it's disappeared. We've looked everywhere, but I can't find it.
Well, that's too bad. It's just a dusty old book anyway, right? Quiet, you. You really shouldn't allow yourself to get so upset about something that doesn't really matter, Albert.
But it does matter. I mean, with all due respect, Your Grace, studying the Book of Truth is important. If I want to learn more about God and absolute truth, I need to study His Word. It's where the Knight's Code comes from.
Is that what Eldrick told you?
Yes.
Albert, he's only telling you what he wants you to believe, so you'll be like him and do what you're told. The Book of Truth is just a lot of fairy tales written a long time ago.
That's not what Eldrick said.
How does he know the Book of Truth is God's Word? And how do you know what absolute truth is anyway?
Because...
I'm sorry you lost your book, but don't worry. You can become a knight without it. Remember, I'll help you if you'll help me. Don't forget I need you to find out about the king's plans. I need an answer by tomorrow night so I can, plan the banquet. You've had a long day, Albert. What you need is a good night's rest. Tell Eldrick I said so. Good night.
I'm sorry, Albert. Cook hasn't seen it.
Well, thanks for asking.
But I brought you an apple. And it really is an apple, not an onion.
Thanks, Your Highness, but I'm not really hungry right now, but I'll save it for later.
Maybe Sir Laugh-a-Lot was right. Maybe what you need is a break. We could play a game.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, Albert. Playing games always cheers me up, especially using my imagination.
All right. What did you have in mind?
Well, If you're not gonna eat your apple, we could play toss with it. And every time one of us catches it, you have to imagine something funny. Like a horse dressed like a gentleman, riding in a carriage pulled by people.
Okay, I guess it can't hurt.
You stand here. Ready?
A princess kissing a frog.
A bear juggling a bunch of beehives, and he's covered in sticky honey.
A court jester doing a cartwheel and crashing in a suit of armor.
George being chased by a dog, being chased by a cat, being chased by a mouse.
A dog dancing a jig. A fancy royal ball, but everyone is wearing pajamas and carrying stuffed animals.
And instead of dancing, they have a big pillow fight, and feathers go everywhere.
Sounds like you've cheered him up, Princess. Well done. I'm glad. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but no one spoke has seen the Book of Truth, Albert.
It's okay. Thanks for trying.
We'll keep looking tomorrow.
Yes, and we'll find it. I already imagined we would, and you were so relieved, and we were all so happy that we threw a big banquet to celebrate with ever so much food and music and fireworks, and all of us were there. You and me and Eldrick and Sir Lancelot and all the knights and my father and the whole kingdom and...
Yes, we can quite imagine it, quite vividly, Your Highness.
Thank you all for your help.
That's what friends are for, Al.
Well, it's getting late, and we ought to get some food in our bellies and go to bed.
That's right. Hey, do you know which time of day a knight has to be especially on his guard?
Oh, wait, let me guess. Nighttime?
That's right.
Albert, you'd be most welcome to take your supper with me tonight. Then we can go up in one of the spare rooms where you can sleep.
Thank you.
Now, Albert, sleep is very important for your training. You better have a good night if you want to be a good knight.
I will.
I better see you bright and early for your second day tomorrow, Albert. Night, everyone.
Good night, Sir Lancelot. Good night, Albert and Eldrick. I'll see you tomorrow. I wonder what I'll dream about tonight.
This way, Albert.
Eldrick, can I tell you something?
Of course.
Well, while you and the others were gone and I was looking for the Book of Truth, the Duchess found me in the courtyard.
She did she?
Yes, and she asked me what was wrong, and I told her, but then she said something strange. She said, I shouldn't be so upset because the Book of Truth isn't that important. She said I don't need it. And I knew that couldn't be right because that's not what you said, but she sounded so sure. She said the Book of Truth is just a bunch of fairy tales, and we couldn't really know that it's the God's word.
Then it's just as I feared. The Duchess is not on the side of good.
You mean she's bad?
I'm afraid so. Do you remember what I told you about how God is the source of absolute truth and he cannot lie? But this enemy, Satan, is the father of lies. The Duchess has been telling you lies and undermining your training.
But she's been so nice to me.
That may be, but the Duchess has shown you whose side she's trying to make you and doubt you and God and his word.
I'm not so sure what to do, Eldrick.
You must make a decision, Albert. If you're on God's side as a child and part of his good kingdom, you'll be right with him and peace. If you're not on his side and the part of the kingdom, you'll be at war with him. Remember the spiritual armor, starting with the belt of truth. Next comes the breastplate of righteousness and the shoes of peace. The breastplate of righteousness will help you do what is right. You'll wear the shoes of peace that may share the truth with other people, even people like the Duchess. Come, my boy, you've had a long day. Let's get something to eat.
Is there anything more satisfying than a hard day's work? My plan is coming along quite nicely. I've got that young Albert just where I want him. All he can think about is becoming a knight. He'd do absolutely anything. He has no idea that I stole his book of truth. And next, I'm going to steal the crown. Once he tells me where the king is going, I'll send my servants to follow the king and take care of everything. The king will never return, and I'll be ready to steal the crown before the princess can take her father's place. I will be queen before that silly little princess can even imagine it. Ha ha!